As one-term versus two-term bells ring so loud, President William Samoei Ruto might consider abandoning his UDA party and using ODM to vie for presidency coming the year 2027. These are not just hearsays. From the function that happened yesterday in Bondo, we saw many leaders were saying that the wish of Raila Amolo Odinga was to support William Samoei Ruto beyond 2027. Now, if you are a person who is so keen in politics, you realize the ones who are speaking these are just but the mouthpieces of William Samoei Ruto now that Raila Amolo Odinga has rested. Remember the day when I asked you which way ODM, and it's the only card that William Samoei Ruto has to play to make sure that he ascends into presidency come the year 2027. Why might President William Samoei Ruto use ODM to vie for presidency in 2027? One, this is to inherit the support base of Raila Amolo Odinga. Therefore, one question is, will he be successful? Bearing in mind that when Raila Amolo Odinga, by the time he was alive, the moment he joined the government, there are a chunk of his supporters that said, "Oh, Baba, this time you have betrayed us. You have done us bad." And they said no matter what, they cannot support William Samoei Ruto. That was a half of the support base in Nyanza that went away. Sifuna did say he might be told to read any statement. He might be told to say that he is a fool, he is a stupid. He will agree to read the statement. But one thing, supporting William Samoei Ruto, that one he won't do. Now, Babu Owino, the member of parliament for Embakasi East, did say that for you to support President William Samoei Ruto, you need to have suspended your brain cells. Now, these comments were not just coming out of the blues. He knew so well the man who William Ruto was and still is, and that is why he cannot pay allegiance to him. He cannot be loyal to him. He cannot support him because of the atrocities he has committed against humanity, not only in Kenya. Look at the cases back in Sudan, the issues of supplying weapons, the issue of gold in Congo. So, trust me, that is not a man that Babu Owino would support. Therefore, where will William Samoei Ruto get the support in Luo Nyanza? The Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna, who also has a large support base. Did you ever ask yourself, even when Edwin Sifuna was criticizing ODM joining the broad-based government and him saying that he doesn't recognize the broad-based government, have you ever asked yourself why he was not facing disciplinary action? Because Raila Amolo Odinga knew the value that Edwin Sifuna was bringing on board. That was the Luya nation that was bringing in their support there. We have another factor, Babu Owino. Babu Owino controls a huge fraction of ODM, not only in Luo Nyanza, but also away and other communities who feels he is the de facto inheritor of Raila Amolo Odinga's cup. But are these other leaders who are seasoned in ODM feeling the same way about Babu Owino? No. And who are these persons who are pushing William Samoei Ruto to become president in 2027 and pushing that support? These are the oldies who, most of them, are facing retirement in politics or either wouldn't resume back their seats. What effect will it have if Ruto uses ODM? Let us look in terms of the votes that Raila Amolo Odinga gets from Luo Nyanza itself. It barely touches a million or a million. You understand? But when you go back to the mountain, Raila Odinga got a lot of votes than his people give him. And now that the region is divided, what is William Samoei Ruto targeting? Because how can you lose over 4 million votes that you got in mountain region to come or trade it for 1 million votes? Now, rumors had it that Gladys Wanga might deputize William Samoei Ruto come 2027. And wherever there is smoke, there are possibilities of having fire. Therefore, in politics, not even rumors, not even propaganda is treated as propaganda. You have to treat it as it comes. Remember, I told you in politics, you leave no stone unturned. Because ODM as it is already has divided into 3 groups, as I told you. There is the faction that goes with the Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna. There is the faction that has Akina Junet and Akina Pio and I, those ones who are in government and in ministerial positions, the CSs, and now these ones of Gladys Wanga. These ones, the latter two that I mentioned, they are all supporting the broad-based regime, but their division is on having Oburu Oginga bestowed as now the official party leader of ODM, as we saw yesterday. It has already confirmed and made it believe that ODM is a family entity, is a family business. Now, this is the vehicle that William Samoei Ruto might abandon his established UDA party, which considerably has also remained a shell to come and pick pieces in ODM. And like he said, he won't allow anyone to use ODM for their political mileages through destroying it. He said it. That statement holds a lot of waters. Now that the demise felt, some people now said the person whom we have always thought will always fight for us is no more. It is hard to believe a fact that we'll no longer see his name on the ballot box. Therefore, voter empathy came in. A sizable chunk are now saying they are seeing no meaning of voting. I wouldn't encourage that. Now, in ODM, remember ODM was a party that was controlling the better part of Western Kenya. Like it was controlling the Luo Nyanza, it was controlling the Luya nation, talk of Kakamega, Bungoma, Vihiga, talk of those, let me put in terms of county, Vihiga County, Kakamega County, Bungoma, and Busia County. You know, it was controlling so much. And when you go back into the coast, it was controlling also a huge part of it. ODM is a losing battle. But William Ruto might just use it to convince the people of the Luo Nyanza that, you see, I'm also taking one of your own, which is Gladys Wanga, to deputize me. That might just convince some of the ODM supporters, but will it hold so much waters? No, it won't hold so much waters from the perspective that I look at it from. How much support is Gladys Wanga receiving apart from a fraction of support in Homa Bay County, which she is the governor of? Let us not forget the past atrocities that they have committed against us during the demonstrations. They maimed us, they abducted us, they killed us. We know our heroes. Let us not forget about that. Coming the year 2027. That is the weapon that we have, our votes. Therefore, the Gen Zs, register as much as you can. And whenever we see elements of this government, even into other key positions, remember, we are not going to vote for parties. We are not going to vote for bad characters. We are going to vote for individuals who are ideal, competent, and who have high level of integrity. Give me a take in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button, so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.